I have payment for vendor.
Wait. Let me record. Now
Suppose
repeat again.
while we make a down payment for the manufacturing vendor, suppose that that vendor is supplying service also. Can we change in that screen if dash 47 or 48?
So now I'll just do one thing, guys. I think if I explain practically, then it's better, right? But if I explain practically, then I'll have to get back to that topic. I'll just do one thing. Again, so one additional session supposed to be given. Why not record a video? I'll record a video on this one. I'll record a video and show you practically how it is going to happen. Pretty simple step is there. I'll record it and I'll just upload and I'll inform in the group. So, okay guys, so now here in this session, we'll talk about automatic payment program. Okay, we'll talk about automatic payment program. Now, what is this automatic payment program, guys? Look at here. Automatic payment program, APP. In short form, it is called APP. It is used to post account payable, like payment to the vendor, based on the vendor invoice automatically. It is used to find out the due and overdue invoices and process a list of vendor and even customer invoices also can be posted, guys. But right now you forget about the customer, talk about vendor invoices to make the payment economy. Now, here guys, some of you have already taken this training and all. So whatever I'm explaining here, easily will be able to understand. But of course, most of you are taking this training first time, right? I'll quote a very simple example. Say, for example, I'm having a vendor XYZ Limited, right? So against this vendor, we have posted multiple invoices. Multiple invoices we have posted. Now, guys, these all are the invoices which we have posted, right? So for every invoice, guys, it is going to be due after some time, right? So let's suppose we are using a payment terms TM30. So after 30 days, these invoices are going to be due. So now here, what due date will be, say for example, okay, now here, let's suppose 0509/2021. Now, different one. And make it so these are the due dates. So if we talk about the status of invoices, right? Status in the sense which one is due, which one is overdue, right? That we have to calculate. So guys, no need to calculate manually because payment terms are there. Payment terms is there, guys. Payment terms we have assigned against vendor master, right? So at the time of posting invoices, whenever we are going to post the invoices, payment terms will be copied from vendor master. Okay. So these due dates are going to be calculated by system automatically. So if you talk about invoice status, right? So now this is overdue. This is also overdue. This is due, and this is again overdue, and this is not due, and this is overdue, and this is also not due, right? So now guys, if we have to post the payment, okay, say for example, Tata Motors says that every after 15 days, like in a month, twice we are going to release payment to the vendors, right? Or in a month, thrice we are going to release the payment of a vendor, right? So now, so generally what happens, lots of invoices are going to accumulate. Huge number of invoices will be pending for the payment, guys, right? Now, so in this case, whatever overdue invoices are there, these invoices supposed to be okay. These invoices are supposed to be uh, so payment supposed to be posted against these invoices, right? Now, so one vendor is there. This is invoice amount, so against a particular vendor. Now, so what happened, guys? This is the case. Like here, a single vendor is there. Likewise, several thousand vendors are there, right? So you can assume how many invoices will be there, right? Even multiple invoices also are there, guys. So if we started posting manual payment, then it takes too much time.
Excuse me, sir. I have a doubt here. This is
Yes,
Fahad.
sir. Tell me, Fahad.
Uh, are not we supposed to, using APP pay the due invoice also, sir? This 3001 due
Yes.
on 7th in September.
This due is also going to be selected.
Yeah, yeah,
Due is also going to
yeah.
be
That's it.
selected.
Thank you.
So guys, whatever this due invoices, that is also going to be selected. It won't be selected under certain conditions that also I'll explain. Okay. So thank you guys for correcting this. So now here, whatever I mean to say, due and overdue invoices are going to be selected for the payment, right? Now, so it means like manually, if we have to pay, then what is happening? These all are going to be. And no, manually means like again it depends, right? Due items also supposed to be selected, guys. It become due today, then anyway we have to make payment. Now, so generally what happens, guys, if you talk about like here, so as I said, like multiple invoices are there against single vendor, and likewise several thousand vendors are there. So manually it takes too much time. Now what happened, guys? So SAP has delivered one program called automatic payment program. If we run this automatic payment program, then what happened, guys? System is going to pick all the due and overdue invoices automatically, and the entire payment will be posted. Entire payment is going to be posted in one go at a time. So look at here, the activity, the work which is supposed to be done in 5 days or 10 days, and that too multiple resources are required if this payment is going to be posted manually, right? The same activity is done by SAP Same activity is done by SAP, and that too within few minutes. This is what the benefit of automatic payment program, right? Now, there might be a question in your mind. Okay, I'll tell you guys. So automatic payment program is there, right? Can't we have automatic invoice program kind of things? Invoice also supposed to be posted automatically, right? I'll tell you guys. So invoices means, first of all, lots of challenges are there in invoices, right? Uh, Multiple tools are there which can be used, which can be integrated with SAP and all to read out the invoice data. But still, if you talk about the success percentage, guys, always some reconciliations are required, in the sense like audits are required, right? So generally, what happens, that is why people, they do not prefer. What is happening, like invoices there, soft copy is there, right? So a user is going to take all the details, right? There are certain tools, guys, which can be used like for copy paste. They are going to copy the because PDF invoices will be there in PDF form, so they are going to use certain tools which is going to capture the amount, date. These things are going to be copied, so that the whatever the work is there, it's going to be faster, right? But invoice, they must have to post manually itself, right? Isn't it? Whatever the document date is there, people are going to check the document date, they are going to enter here. Posting date is going to be decided by the users only, right? Posting date, apart from this invoice amount, whatever these details are there, that is going to be. So automatic payment program means what, guys? This is, this data is already available within SAP, right? Outside, SAP is not going to read out, and SAP is not going to post the data, and all these data invoices are already available within SAP, right? In their database, it is there. So simply, it is quite easy to read out their database and all, right? And to take a particular action. So here, APP is what, guys? Already invoices are posted. Now SAP is going to read out those invoices, and based on that, SAP is going to take actions. If you run APP, whatever due and overdue invoices are there, that will be selected by system automatically, and payment will be posted in one go. In the sense, let's suppose 4,000 overdue and due items are there, right? So if a single user is going to post the payment, it may take 4 or 5 days, right? Whereas APP can complete this entire transaction posting just in few minutes. So that is what the benefit of APP, automatic payment program. Now I'll tell you guys, this calculation, this is a very normal calculation, right? This calculation is going to be a bit tough if what is happening, guys, if any grace days are going to be entered. Grace days and grace period means, let's suppose this invoice become due today, right? So what happened, guys? If it become due today, it doesn't mean that vendor is going to receive the payment today itself. So vendor says that from the due date of invoice, I'll be waiting for 7 days. Okay, it means additional 7 days is given by vendor, so that in this 7 days you must have to make payment. If within 7 days, if I not receive payment, then from vendor side, whoever the representative of vendor is there is going to escalate this matter to account payable help desk team, right? See, this is a part of account payable, guys, right? In account payable also, I'll tell you, just wait, guys, the charging is quite less. Give me a second. Okay. So now here, they'll escalate this thing to account payable help desk team, right? In account payable, multiple small teams will be there, like payment team is there, invoice posting team is there, VMDM team is there. VMDM means vendor master data management team, right? Likewise, help desk team also will be there. This is called front end team, guys. Whenever the vendors are having any issues, any dispute is there, then these people will talk to the vendor and then they are going to resolve the issues, right? So if the payment is not made within the grace days, then the matter will be escalated to help desk team and they will have a look. Now, so if the grace days are going to be added, guys, then what is happening? Certain line item are going to be excluded, right? So again, additional calculation is required. So manually, guys, generally, if it is going to be posted, then it takes time. Okay. So APP is there, automatic payment program. But again, automatic payment program, guys, it is supposed to be configured, right? Based on the client requirement, it is going to be configured. I will just do one thing. How to configure APP, automatic payment program. So we'll proceed in a very simple way, guys. Slowly, one by one. Multiple things are going to be explained, but one by one, right? Scenario wise, so that you guys will be having a perfect understanding. So FB, ZP is a transaction code by which we are going to configure automatic payment program. So we'll do the basic configuration first, right? And then one by one, what will happen, guys? We'll add the scenario and we'll come back and we'll add additional configuration so that you guys will be having idea about these configurations and all, in the sense like whatever scenarios are there, based on scenario, you guys will be having idea of multiple fields. Right now, click on all company code first, new entry. What is our company code, guys? TM33. Sending company code and paying company code. Here we have to give paying company code TM33. Now, there is a logic behind this, guys. Even there is a logic behind this one, also logic behind this, special deal indicator, right? So we'll discuss. Again, as I said, like scenario wise, we are going to discuss. So you just do one thing. And here also there is a logic. Sending company code. First of all, you save it. Okay. See, I'll tell you guys, if you talk about sending company code, right? Theoretically, almost people are going to explain in the classes, right? Practically, I don't think that anyone is going to cover this in their classes, but I'll try to cover this. Okay, what is the logic behind the sending company code and paying company code? But I'll just give a simple example. Okay, there is no any video anywhere on this one, guys. Practical, but there are lots of things involved if you are going to configure. Generally, this is a very rare scenario. That is why people are going to skip this, right? So the thing is, let's suppose Tata Motor, Tata Steel, Tata Chemical. So all are subsidiaries of Tata Group, right? So what happened, guys? Let's suppose one company code is making payment on behalf of other company codes as well. Tata Steel, right? Tata Steel has, like let's suppose placed an order. Okay. Yeah, there is an answer from Venus. Main company will pay on behalf of the rest of company code. Yes. So Tata Steel Tata Steel is placed the order for certain particular material, vendor has supplied, right? But the payment is going to be made by Tata Motor on behalf of Tata Steel. So Tata Steel is called sending company code and Tata Motor will be called paying company code. This is what the logic. Okay. Now, so we are not going to give anything right now. You just keep as it is. Okay. Separate payment for business area. This is also happening. Like let's suppose in a single vendor, right? Let's suppose here 14,500 and plus 2,000, 16,500, right? So generally what happens, guys, if you post, if any payment is going to be posted against this vendor, then what happened? One single line item is going to be generated. Okay, one single line item is vendor is going to be debited with 16,500 and bank is going to be credited with 16,500, right? So these many invoices are there, but at the time of payment, all amount is clubbed together, and then what is happening? Generally, it is going to be posted. Even if you want to bifurcate, if you want to separate, like separate posting supposed to be, if that is the requirement, that also can be done. But mostly that is not, because multiple documents are going to be generated, right? So generally what happened, guys, this 16,500. So vendor is going to be debited with 16,500. Bank is going to be credited with 16,500, right? But certain line item, let's suppose this we have posted against business area A, right? Remaining we have posted against business area B. So if you apply check mark separate business area wise payment, then what is happening, guys? For these three, a separate line item is going to be generated, right? And remaining three, a separate line item is going to be generated. That is what the logic is. You come back. To FBZP, all company code. I think we have saved the data. Yes, it is there. Then after what we have to do, guys, pay company code. New entry. There is a logic, guys. Here also. We just do one thing right now. Paying company code TM33 itself you have to give. Okay. ZAR, this is a currency by default it comes, guys. Don't worry. You need to click. You need to keep minimum amount for incoming and outgoing. A minimum amount we are going to specify here. Okay. Press enter. These forms are having certain logic, guys, but right now I'll not explain because I have, as I said, like multiple sections will be there. So one by one I'm going to explain. Right now, don't do anything. Simply you save it. Okay, so minimum amount means while running the automatic payment program, let's suppose the overdue amount is only worth of 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees or 100 rupees. So for a small amount, why to run the automatic payment program, right? So that is the logic. If you have to specify that if the overall outstanding amount is or overdue amount is less than this amount, it means like whatever amount we are going to specify here in minimum amount, then what will happen? If overall outstanding amount is less than or equals to that amount, then system will not, SAP APP is not going to be run, guys. If it is more than that, then only it is going to be run. Come back. Payment method is in country. this payment method is having certain control. Okay, payment method is having certain control, guys, and generally what happens when we run the APP, right? So various errors take place, guys, right? So guys, most of the errors issued somewhere or the other, it is associated here with the payment method also. Okay, payment method is having certain control. What control will be there, guys? That also I'll explain. Okay, because once we perform the testing, guys, one by one multiple errors are going to take place. I'll show you which errors are taking place, how to find out the root cause of those errors. In the sense, you have to do certain analysis, right? Based on your analysis, you'll come to know what is the root cause behind those errors and all. So we'll see. Right now, payment method in country, our country is, let's suppose here, I've given, right? So these are the two payment method which is delivered by standard, which is delivered by SAP. If you want to create any one, your own, you can copy the existing and then you can create. Okay, I'll tell you guys, no need to create right now. I'm going to use bank transfer. Later on, check payment also will be there, but later in upcoming season. Okay, so if you double click here, guys, certain controls are there. What controls are there, guys? That also I'll let you. Okay, one by one. Look at here, the document types are assigned against payment method itself. Here, so that also I'll explain, guys. There was a question earlier. Very simple question was there, but still, lots of people are going to be confused. Okay, lots of people are going to be confused. So here, no need to create a new payment method, guys. We can use T. Okay, we can use T. You keep as it is. Then payment methods in company code. So country level already like 2 payment methods or 3 payment methods or 4 payment methods are there, right? Out of which payment methods are used by your company code. So at present, I use payment method T. Later on, check payment method is also going to be added. Click one name. Okay. TM33 payment method T, and here you can give a maximum amount. Always give here maximum in 10-digit line we are going to give, and we just do one thing, form data. So here, form for payment medium. Which form we are going to assign, guys? Let me check. We have a form here. Okay, you assign this form. This is the standard form. Just assign this form and save it. Now, what is the use of this, guys? So generally what happened, let's suppose these many invoices we have posted in the form of payment, right? Sorry, these many invoices are there which become overdue or due, right? So payment is going to be posted of these all invoices, right? When we talk about accounting entry, then what is happening, guys? Vendor is going to be debited with 16,500, right? So let's suppose whether it is online transfer or check payment. Let's suppose it is check payment or online transfer, whatever it is. Vendor is going to receive 16,500 worth of check, or online transfer, 16,500 worth of online transfers. Okay. So let's suppose if the vendor is received, let's suppose check payment is received by when? 16,500. How vendor will come to know that this 16,000 against which invoices? How many invoices are included in this 16,000, right? You have to specify that how many invoices are included, right? So that is a separate. Generally what happened, guys? So this payment advice is nothing but, the payment advice means what, guys? Whatever the invoices are there, right? Those list of invoices are going to be generated here with the help of advice. Payment advice means what? Check means overall payment. Advice means what, guys? List of invoices, 10 invoice, 20 invoice, 15 invoice, right? That is going to be generated in payment advice. Standard we are using, but generally what happens, guys, in real time, there'll be a web consultant in the picture. They are going to develop a form here, and that form is going to be assigned. Come back. Okay. Now, bank determinations. But before that, we have to set up house bank. Give you company code, press enter, new entry. Let's suppose I'm going to give you a house bank code, HDFC, bank country, and bank key. Okay. So bank key. See, what do you mean by bank key, guys? Can anybody explain something? Can anybody is having any idea?
Key contains bank address information like that, sir.
Bank address. Okay. So yes, whatever you said is correct. Whatever you said is correct. See, guys, now, so let's suppose, okay. So now here, TM33 is supposed to be there, right? TM33, HDFC. So this is house bank. House bank is what, guys? House bank is nothing but a bank account only. Okay? House bank is nothing but a bank account here. So let's suppose in HDFC, if we are having two different bank accounts, right? Then what happened, guys? HDFC is going to be treated as your house bank. Okay? Now, so house bank HDFC code itself I have given. Country key you can give here. And bank key means what, guys? Bank key means generally this HDFC will be having certain address, right? So the address are going to be specified against this bank key. Okay? This HDFC will be having a particular, let's suppose, what to say, IFSC code for bank for payment transfer within the country, or else if any foreign bank is there, then SWIFT code is required, guys, right? So those things are going to be specified here against bank key itself. Okay, say for example, so why to create a separate bank key? Why not to specify on this what to say during creation of house bank, right? Why to create a separate bank key, guys? What is the logic? Anyone tell me? Pretty simple, guys, right? To identify easily. No, dear, not identify easily. I'll tell you here. Generally, what happened? Say, for example, Tata Motor, Tata Steel, right? So now, Tata Motor is also having account in HDFC. Tata Steel is also having account in HDFC. Say, for example, same branch, right? So generally, what happened, guys? If you talk about the bank name, bank address, bank IFSC code for payment transfer, or bank SWIFT code, these are detailed. These details will be common for each and every customers of that particular HDFC branch or HSBC branch or whatever the banks are there, SBIs or ICICI, whichever the banks are there, right? So for these are the details which is going to be common, right? So generally what happened, now HDFC, we are going to set up a house bank. At the same time, whatever the bank name, address, IFSC code, such kind of details are going to be, while creation of house bank, those details are going to be created. Those details are going to be saved where? Those details are going to be created against a particular bank key. So next time for Tata Steel, what is happening? If you have to set up this HDFC house bank, simply the bank key is also going to be HDFC bank key is going to be assigned. So the bank name, address, IFSC code, these things no need to maintain again manually. It's going to be updated automatically. That is what the logic. Okay. So let's suppose HDFC most likely bank key. Look at here. Say bank key is not created, then you can create. But I think HDFC is already created by someone, might be. Look at here. So if you press enter, create button is not highlighted. Now change button is highlighted. It means it is already created. The bank key is already created. Bank key doesn't mean that you have to give HDFC only, guys. HDFC 1, 2, 3, HDFC 5, 4, like that. Any key can be given. So anyway, somebody has already set up this bank key. You can check here the address, IFSC code, everything. Right? Now, you just do one thing. Double click on bank accounts. So look at here, guys. House bank, right? House bank is your main bank account, HDFC or ICICI or HSBC, right? But within the bank, you can have 2 account, 3 account, even 4 account also. So click on new entry and then HDFC1. So if you have 2 different accounts, right? So generally what happens, guys, then 2 different account means 2 different account IDs are going to be created. Okay. So here account ID represents the account number. In house bank, guys, account ID represents what? Account ID represents the account number. Now, here bank account number, any bank account number, guys, can be given here. We'll give the real account which we have created. Let's see, press enter and save it. If you want to create another account ID also can be created, but right now, as I said, keep it simple. Okay, slowly we are going to increase the things. Oh my god, system is getting hanged, I think. IBAN stand for International Bank Account. That is also kind of code which is required for cross-border, payments and all. Now click on back button, guys. Okay, I will suppose to speak slowly, but while explanations and all, guys, the voice is getting raised. Now, so house bank we have set up, right? House bank we have set up. Now what to do? Click on bank determinations. Lots of things are there to do here in bank determination, guys. Right now you click on position. Okay, select here paying company code, double click on ranking order. Click on new entry. So here, payment method, currency, ranking order. There is a logic, guys. Okay, that is going to be covered in the form of scenario. Give HDFC here, present, then bank account. Double click. Some more criteria are going to be added here. HDFC, payment method, currency, account ID, right? So here what is happening here is account ID, HDFC1, sub account. Here you give 1000 itself right now. Generally, sub account is having a different logic, guys. Okay, sub account is having a different logic, and I think most of the people they don't know. Most of the people means 99% of the people they don't know. But this is associated somewhere with electronic bank statement reconciliation, guys. Right now, you just keep 1000 itself. Don't put much stress on your mind right now. Press enter. Anybody is having any idea about bank sub account? Any explanations can be given by anybody, guys? Jafar, any idea about this?
I I I think so. It's for outgoing bank account clearing purpose. So we use. I think so. I don't know much about that.
Okay. No, that is right. That is right. Okay. So, but anyway, guys, I'll not say anything right now because we have to first of all let me explain this APP and all. When the time comes, you guys will come to know slowly. So now double click on this one. So once again, house bank, payment method, and currency and ranking order is also going to be given. Account ID, sub account, let's suppose. Don't need to give this clearing account and all. Simply save it. Available amount. This is also having certain logic, guys. Okay. There'll be a separate session in the sense separate scenario will be there. There I'm going to explain these things. Okay, so right now account ID, days, just give one. Now guys, as I said, right now you just give a maximum amount here. As I said, there is a logic, right? So what is the logic behind this? So there will be a separate scenario on this one, right? So I'll explain it. We'll come back on this topic in the sense just entire screen later in the form of scenario so that you guys will be having perfect idea. Now save it. So what we have done, guys, now whatever the basic configurations are required, those basic configurations we have done. What are the basic configurations required? Those basic configurations here we have done. Okay. Now, once we have done the configurations, then we'll have to perform testing, right? While performing testing, guys, again, multiple errors are going to appear. We'll check those errors, guys. Why? Because certain mistake I have done earlier knowingly. So we'll check those errors, right? We'll explain the root cause and then one by one we'll proceed further. So in next session we'll perform the testing, guys, right? And then scenario will be started. Then one by one we'll come back here on the configurations part and then I'll explain the logic.